Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the first Scrotorious Grand Tournament here in From the Depths. It's great to have you here. I'm really looking forward to this. I've been excited about it for a while, excited about starting tournaments, just hadn't had the time to really get around to it. But finally here we are, we're ready to rock and roll and get this baby underway. So here's what's going to be happening. This is going to be a tournament featuring 16 combatants. It's going to be a single elimination bracket style tournament, meaning each of the combatants that are paired with each other will battle once, and the winner of that battle will move on to the next round. If we happen to have a draw between the combatants that are battling, we will go ahead and do one extra battle to see if we can, have a winner, not really have a draw in a situation like that, so we can see who moves forward. Now, something else to keep in mind, we are also going to be featuring the sexiest ship winner at the end of the tournament. We're going to choose via a poll that you all will be able to vote on who is or who has the sexiest ship in this tournament. So in order to help facilitate that, during these round 1 qualifiers, I will be giving each ship up to 60 seconds of camera time while I talk about their offenses and defenses, and this will also give you a better idea of what the ships have as far as those capabilities go while you're watching them in battle. And hopefully, give you a good idea of how sexy they are. Hopefully they can raise the bar and make your eyes goggle out and go, man, that is one sexy ship, baby. That's the thought anyways. With that being said, in this episode today, we're going to be featuring 4 combatants, 2 separate battles, and we're probably going to do that going forward during the round 1 qualifiers. And then we'll get into the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and then finally the finals. So on top of that, just to let you know, look down in the description of the video. I will be putting a link to the bracket. I'm using a website to keep track of the bracket that you all can go check out. You can look at the people who are going to be fighting. You can get a little image of their ships. Unfortunately, it's a really small thumbnail of the ships, so it's not much of a help. But I will be adding notes about who has won, etc. in this bracket. So if you're curious about that, go down in the description and check it out. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the first 2 ships that are going to be battling it out against each other. Alright, so first up we're going to be taking a look at a ship by T.L. Maelstrom called the Sea Viper's Revenge. This is a 2.3 million RP ship, and remember, I don't know if I've mentioned this or not, but this is a 2.5 million RP tournament, meaning you can go as high as 2.5 million RP, so it'll be a pretty common theme we see here with ships that are trying to get as much RP or to squeeze as much RP out of their builds as possible. As far as weapon systems on the Sea Viper's Revenge go, it features 4 triple-barreled mid-gauge turrets, also has 2 double-barreled AA turrets, and these are equipped with lasers as well as 2 EMP flare missiles. The EMP flare missiles are rather interesting and important. One, flares, when you attach them to missiles, they attract other missiles towards them, so it's almost like an anti-missile system. And the EMP warheads are very critical because when an EMP warhead hits a ship, it sends an electromagnetic pulse through the ship trying to find critical components to take out. So these are great uses to have, especially a dual use, EMP and flare missiles. It also features 2 AA lasers as well as 2 batteries of 41 missiles, and these missiles are comprised of EMP and frag warheads. Now these missiles are big. These are 8 blocks in length, meaning these missiles will each get, I believe, 16 components. So these are really big missiles to be building with and firing. It'll be interesting to see what these look like. So that's the Sea Viper's Revenge. Let's go ahead now and switch over to a ship by CHP 2001 called the Galaxy-class medium carrier. This is a 2.1 million RP ship, and it has a block count of around 9,000 blocks. The weapon systems on this ship, it has 2 arrays of 12 missile batteries, or missile batteries consisting of 12 missiles. It's so weird to say just based on how these descriptions look. I should have made that a little bit better. But these missiles are 5 blocks in height, meaning they get around 10 components, missile components to work with each. And just as a comparison here, right, these are 5 block missiles. The Sea Viper's Revenge has 8 block missiles. So it'll be interesting to see if there's a difference there, depending on how many fins they put. They'll be able to turn quicker, turn less. Some may have more fuel to let them go further, more warheads on them, etc. A lot of variety going on here. So the Galaxy-class medium carrier also features 2 dual-barreled close-range AA Gatling turrets. That sounds rad to the laser bone. I can't wait to see these. And it also features 1 triple-barreled mega cannon with a laser strapped on. I love that last bit right there. It's not just a triple-barreled mega cannon. It's got got a laser strapped on there. I imagine like a nice leather belt, you know, keeping the laser on there. Anyways, these are the two ships we are going to be watching battle it out in the first battle, so let's go ahead and get that underway. So we are ready to kick this off. On the right, we have the Sea Viper's Revenge. On the left, we have the Galaxy-class medium carrier. So how this works is I spawn ships 500 meters apart. If the author doesn't give me any instructions on how they want their ship spawned in, you know, broadside, left or right or forward facing, I just face them right at each other. And that's what we're doing in this case. There were no instructions, so let's go ahead and get this underway. Alright, wow, we have a myriad of things going on here. The Galaxy unleashed a lot of missiles, has lasers, lambs going everywhere, has a lot of cannon fire, a lot of heap rounds, a lot of AP rounds, a lot of explosives going on here. The Sea Viper's Revenge is taking a mighty beating, though. Oh my goodness. This is intense. So you can see the huge laser on the Sea Viper's Revenge here, just barreling in to the Galaxy. Oh my god, is this... Oh, was he gonna knock the barrel off? Nope. Wait, did he? No, the barrel is still there. Excellent. Okay, the Galaxy has some sort of Back to the Future Marty McFly hover style going on here, which is very impressive. Look at it over there. You can see missiles firing. So the interesting thing is this. You can see the laser from the Sea Viper's Revenge hitting the back of the Galaxy, but it's not really doing any damage from what it looks like. And oh, we have a massive volley of missiles coming out of the Galaxy here. This could spell doom for the Sea Viper's Revenge. We've already got ammo barrel explosions going on the ship. You can see here missiles, flares coming down. Now, I do believe the Sea Viper's Revenge is built out of a lot of wood, I do believe. And wood is not very conductive to the EMP missiles in this game. You know, it's not a very good block to move the EMP current through, which is nice, kind of a deterrent for that. So I'm still seeing some laser shots coming out of the... Oh my god, the Sea Viper's Revenge just lost the top half. There is not much left. I'm afraid there's just this little Sea Viper part. Now, the Revenge part has been destroyed. And what do we got going over there? Wow, that Galaxy... Yo, wow. That Galaxy brought the heat in this one. Wow. Was that it? My goodness, this thing brought the heat. It looks untouched. Let's go over here and take a look. It's still firing like crazy because there still are bits of the Sea Viper's Revenge left. Yeah, the Galaxy has lost maybe 50 blocks. And the Sea Viper's Revenge, my friends, is down for the count. So it looks like we're going to declare the winner in this first battle. Give the winner status to the Galaxy over here, to CHP. Congrats, my friend. You will be moving on to the next round of the tournament. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the next couple of competitors coming up and their ships. Next up on the list, we have a ship by Steezy. The ship is called the Hakuna. This is a very cool looking ship. I really dug the design of this one. It features 3 lasers. It also has 6 heap cannons that are high gauge. Now remember, high gauge cannons, it's a good and bad thing, right? The great thing is they're high gauge. They're massively powerful. They do a lot of damage when the shells hit. The downfall is tracking is a little bit slower. So if your ship is very fast, it can be really difficult for other ships with high gauge turrets to keep up with them, keep tracking engaged on the ship the whole time. On top of that, this also features 2 missile launchers. I don't know what these are comprised of, I just know it has 2 missile launchers. It has 4 torpedo launchers. Now, I'll be very curious to see how the torpedo launchers work, because torpedoes, by their own nature in this game, you know, they're not very fast. And I have a feeling the alpha strike from ships will really matter in these tournaments. So torpedoes don't really add up a lot to an alpha strike. However, mid to late game, you know, when you're watching a battle, torpedoes could be the tide turner. I really think so. So keep your eye out for those. Now, the Hakuna, this is a 10,000 block ship. It's pretty much 11,000 blocks. It's 10.9K. It is also 2.4 million RP, again, right up there near the cap. So this will be a fun one to watch out for. The next ship we are looking at is by Lethal Duffman. This is called the Cruiser Class E, USN California. I really like this design because it looks like a real-world ship. It looks like a cruiser. I dig that kind of thing. This is a 2.5 million RP ship right on the dot. I'm not even joking. 2,500,000 RP. Perfect. It is. Now, this is a 13,000 block ship. So this one is going to have a large block count over the ship by Steezy, which is 10,000 blocks. This ship, weapon systems, as far as the weapon systems go, it has 4 triple Mark IV cannons. and it also has 11 twin Talos launchers. That's pretty intense. And now here's the other thing, it also features 48 lambs. And the lambs, for those of you who don't know, lambs in this game are laser missile defenses, meaning, you know, if another ship shoots missiles at you, you have systems on your ship that detect those incoming missiles, and they try to fire lasers, pinpoint lasers at those missiles to detonate them in the air. So the Cruiser Class E, the USN California, has 48 of those, my friends. That's a lot. You know, I'll be impressed if any missile gets even anywhere near this thing. What's crazy, though, is if the lambs are positioned correctly on this Cruiser Class E, it should be able to take out the torpedoes that are launched by the Hakuna. That'll be something we'll have to watch out for. So with that being said, these are our two next competitors coming up. Let's go ahead and get their battle underway and see who comes out the victor. Let's get this battle underway, baby. On the left, we have the Hakuna, and on the right, we have the California. And let's see how these babies deal with each other, eh? So we got those huge Mark IV cannons on the California turning around. We got missiles coming at the Hakuna. We've got a full barrage coming in, although the Hakuna has those huge high-gauge barrels. So this is when high-gauge barrels work great. When it's a, you know, sea-based ship-to-ship battle, it is fantastic. Look at this, though. Look at that beautiful broadside going on that California over there. Just unleashing a lot of missiles. Let's see how the Hakuna's doing. Let's try to get a bead on this. So you can see the front of the Hakuna really taking a brunt of that attack. You can already see the cannons have been dislocated. No more cannons on there. Ooh, man. You can see EMP damage as well, traveling along the ship, looking for those major components. And here we have the California, looking rather untouched, although I take that back. Wow, those high-gauge cannons from the Hakuna are just eating the California up on the front. Ooh, man, this is going to be a really good one. As long as these cannons on both ships just keep working, this is going to be really interesting. So up here, I believe what you're seeing on the California, these are the twin Talos launchers. It's got 11 of these bad boys. You can see a bunch of them shooting here. Let's go follow these. You know, you got to get the missile view straight up into the Hakuna. Unfortunately, you can see a little bit of a graphical glitch going on as well. Okay, so the Hakuna more than likely has succumbed to EMP damage. And here's why I'm thinking that. Like, most of the ship is intact, and the systems aren't shooting. Oh, they're shooting! They started shooting! What miracle allowed this to happen? That's amazing. It's got the lasers going. I think I even see a continuous beam laser up on top of the Hakuna. It's really, really missing a lot of the front of the ship, though. All right, how's the California doing? Starting to sink a little bit. You know, once you get into the holds like this and the air pumps no longer can work to keep out the water, you definitely have a hard time. So now here's what I want to see. The Hakuna is supposed to have torpedo launchers. You know? Do we see any torpedoes coming out around here? We may have missed it. It looks like here's some right here. These look like the torpedo launchers. The question is, where did those go? Maybe like right on the bottom? Oh yeah, here they are. Here they are, maybe? Maybe. So, you know, sometimes it's hard to tell where these weapons are. All I can say is it looks like the California is no longer broadsiding. These two are looking like they want to meet. They want to have a little meet up right in the middle. A little field day, if you will. You know, it's like, hey, everybody stop the battle, please. We got like a lot of stuff to do here. We need to chat. We need to have a little powwow. Wow. Okay. We have huge chunks of the California now falling out from beneath. This could be really bad. You know, if a ship sinks really bad, it can really affect the laser systems. Lasers are dampened by water. Lasers are dampened by smoke as well, although I don't see any smoke coming out from these ships. In fact, let's see. How are we doing? Is the Hakuna firing? It is. You know, oh, there we go. We had a huge explosion right down on the hold of the Hakuna. Are you okay, buddy? You can see the laser, the innards here. We're delving into secrets. The secrets of the build. Yeah, these two monstrosities are about to collide. This is not going to be good. So far, in my mind, the California probably has the upper hand in this. You can see there, we still got the Talos launchers. There go a couple missiles coming out of them. It's nice and close. You know, missiles have a hard time detonating, though, at close range. As you'll notice here, all the missiles just bounced off. Yeah, both these ships are point blank. Wow. Ooh, this could be really tough. The Hakuna still has its one barrel. It's one beautiful little barrel. I don't know if it's shooting itself. I don't know if it's shooting itself or what here. It very well could be. It just blew a hole in the side of its own hold. There we go. Yeah, you can see the California. And look at the point blank. Let's see if it's going to get another shot off here. There goes a missile just cruising. So, for sure, the missiles on the California are still the things that are firing. The Hakuna... Every time I say Hakuna, I want to say Hakuna Matata. You remember? You remember from The Lion King? Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Oh, look at that big hit of EMP right there. Big hit of EMP. The question is, where did that come from? All right, as far as I can tell, the Hakuna has now completely stopped shooting, and the California has its Talos launcher still intact, still firing, so we know it still works. We don't know if these cannons are still operational. Let's take a look at AI. Yep. The Cruiser Class E, I think this might be German for Cruiser Class E. This is the California. Both still rocking their AI. The Hakuna's down to 64%. I'm thinking this is going to go to the California, you all. I'm really thinking that. I don't see any shots from the Hakuna anymore. And the California is still firing missiles, although those missiles probably won't hit the target. Oh, actually, I take that back. We just had a couple missiles charge in here. We are getting some strange lag. Now that these ships are on top of each other, we are getting a little bit of lag. So you know what? Okay, we'll call this one. This is going to go to the California. Good job, my friend. Oh, check this out. This is kind of a cool top-down view. I do apologize for the lag. I don't know where that's coming from. There's definitely got to be something going on between these two. And the reason I'm saying that, this is like the 5th time I've had to record this battle. The game always crashes when I put these two ships against each other. And it just so happened that it hasn't crashed yet. That's wonderful. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we will give this win to the USN California by Lethal Duffman. Good job, my friend. You will be moving on to the next round. Once we get to the quarterfinals, it'll be you versus the previous winner, and we'll see how that goes. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get back out of here. This was a good one. So that'll wrap up this first episode. It's been great having you all here. We had a couple of good battles. There was a little bit of prep in this episode just so I could get the ball rolling, so you all understood kind of what we'd be doing and whatnot. And obviously, once we get to the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the finals, we won't be doing the ship showcases anymore. That'll just be during the round 1 qualifiers, so we can take a look at the ships. So, once we get to the quarterfinals, we'll be watching CHP and Lethal Duffman battle it out with their ships. So anyways, like I said, I'm really looking forward to it. It's been great having you all here. If you have any comments or suggestions or things you'd like to see me do differently, information you'd like to have differently laid out, just let me know. I'm all open to that kind of thing. I'm all for it. This is the first time I've been trying a tournament, so it's kind of like an open book. It's ready to be molded. All the pages are blank. We can write whatever we want in there. So, let me know if you have any comments or suggestions. Anyways, I'm really looking forward to having you all in the next episode. Looking forward to it. Hope you all have an absolutely great one. Take it easy and stay classy.